Okay, I'm trying to do this by myself, so who knows if it's going to be any good or not. I wanted to give you small dog owners some more help on your healing. Hopefully you've been working on the things that I showed you before. Josie and I, yes, Josie is going to show you how we are starting to also do the push. And people say, well, you don't need that when you have a little dog. Look, we need almost everything the big dogs do. You might just have to do it a little differently. So when your dog is sitting there, and a lot of toy dogs are afraid to have their heads touched, right? So the first thing you're gonna do is put your hand in the collar and I just kind of do a little petting, because I know my dogs, even though they're very well socialized before I get them and when I get them, they still don't really like their heads touched that much. And she really is funny about it. So I said, oh, good, and I give them cookies, but oh, that's a good, yeah, look at that. All right, you've got to be able to do that before you can do anything. And that's very important for a number of reasons, one of which is just that, you know, the dog has to be able to cooperate with you. And if they can't, you know, if they're afraid of you touching them, you're gonna have a lot more problems than just in the obedience ring. Good girl. All right, so once they're good at that, get out of there. Once they're good at that, and then I'll let you touch here and around and all this. Rose, get out of here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to hold up the collar. It's okay. I'm going to put the cookie in my back 2 fingers. There's a great video by Celeste Mead, and there may be other really good ones. Shh, Rose. Teaching you all this. So I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. It's a great video, so I see no reason to redo one. So my thumb is under her chin. My 2 first and middle finger are on her muzzle, and I have a cookie back here. And at first, you're gonna have to like feed it right away, because they're not gonna be used to having you touch them in that way. Get out, Rose. You're a pain in the ass. All right, so got the back 2 fingers, collar up, little buckle collar up, even though she is also wearing a prong, but it's up to you if you want to use one or not. To me, I find it's easier to be gentle with them because you don't have to really pull, and it's better on their trachea. All right, so I have my thumb, it's all can fit on their little chin, and 2 fingers up here. Good girl, oh, you're awesome. Ooh, and I might pet it a little bit. Oh, that's great. Oh, wow, look how far you got back there. Good, push. Then I'm gonna push a little here and then up. A little here and then up. Just like Sylvia Bishop was doing. She was the one who taught me this stuff initially. Good. Okay, good. Okay, so once I have that push, I'm also going to start using it after I move. So I'm out of cookies somehow, but I had it up like this. My next step would be hold this up here. Push, good, push. And then I'll just try to make a move. Good. And at first they don't want to move, so my dogs are just saying, good, that's awful, good. Push down, no, up here. Push down very lightly. And down here, remember, it's just the thumb, no other fingers. Good. And some teeny ones, probably when they're little, just 1 finger. Good. Wow, awesome. Okay, so again, I don't need to reinvent the wheel. Look at the video that Sylvia was doing with her bigger dog. And with my little dogs like this, I would put them up on the table or on the bed, on the sofa, something like that, so you don't kill your back, because none of us are 20 anymore. So it gets hard on the back. Once she can do a lot of that pushing, I'll continue to use it, and I'll also start using more of the touch as we move. Let me get some treats here. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I ever get out of your line of sight. So I'm gonna put my leash in my right hand, which is not where I usually have it. I'm gonna have a cookie under my thumb here, because remember we taught him how to touch it. And then you have him touch, good, touch, good, touch, good. Touch. See how I only take 1 step? It's like a mother may I. If dog touches, then I will take 1 step. And I'll tell you, it's so funny when I teach this, most of my students are still taking 2 or 3 steps. 1, okay? And it should be a small step with a little tiny dog. Get off of there, honey. All right, so what if she doesn't come up and touch it? Well, at first, you know, I would just like show them the cookie again. But if they continually like, no, I'm not touching, get out of here, Rose, sit, I'll just put my hand in the collar and say, touch, yay! And I praise them, touch, yay! And then I give it to them. When we do it a second time, they do it on their own. If they still won't do it, and we've already spent time in the other videos teaching touch it, stationary, if they won't, they just get a little help. They're not in trouble, you're just showing them, no, you have to do it, and here's where it is, okay? So with Josie, oh my gosh, did we fight over this. She did not want to listen, and often it was touch, good, touch, 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 touch. And a lot of people say, well, they're trying to eat it. That's okay. You know, at first, that's what they all do. Once she can touch it and I can do each step, then I'm going to try to go from this short side to the other short side. Not all on the same day, but I'm going to try to see if at first I'm going to have to do a couple of steps and give them the cookie. But eventually I want to be able to go within about maybe 2 to 3 weeks at the most. Some dogs will do it in a week. From this side all the way that side, so it's 40 feet, okay? Your ultimate goal will be to go all the way around the ring. But your next goal after you can go 40 feet, now that means sometimes you're gonna ping pong it. Sometimes you go 4 feet, stop and give them the cookie. Sometimes you go all the way down before you give them the cookie. Sometimes you go 1 step and give them the cookie. They shouldn't know when it's gonna come. And then I'm gonna go all the way down here, then all the way down there. So that's like 50 feet. So it's 90 feet that I want you to be able to do. Let's see, how long might it take? Some dogs, like I said, will do it in a few weeks if you work hard. She took a lot longer than that. My other dogs did not take as long to learn to do that stuff. But she was a type of dog that even though she really loves doing it, she's also like, make me. You know, and she's finally getting out of that, and she's 6 years old, so don't feel bad if it took a long time for you to get that. Okay, I hope this really helps. Tell me what else you want to learn, and I will continue to show you more healing stuff, because boy, when I started, I would have killed to have somebody that was specialized in little dogs to help me all the time. You know, I had one person look at a video once, but that was all I had, so. And I'm also starting, because I gotta pay for the building, it's not free, to do some privates online. Just gonna have you ask questions, send me a video, I can send them back, and you'll just get charged $1 a minute that I spend working on it. So if that helps you, private message me and I'll be glad to help you. If not, there'll be plenty of free stuff here if you can't afford to do that or you're out of work right now, because I'm out of work, so I get that. All right, have a great time, bye.